Have you ever wondered what an IP address is and why it matters? In today's digital world, every device connected to the internet has a unique identifier called an IP address. This address acts like your device's home address on the web, allowing information to find its way to and from your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Whether you're browsing websites, sending emails, or streaming videos, your IP address plays a crucial role in making these connections possible. In this video, we'll explore what an IP address is, how to find yours, and why it's important to understand this fundamental part of internet technology. An IP address, short for Internet Protocol Address, is a numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. Think of it as a digital address that helps data packets know exactly where to go. There are two main types of IP addresses, IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4 addresses are the most common and look like four numbers separated by dots, such as 192.168.1.1. IPv6 addresses, on the other hand, are longer and use both numbers and letters designed to accommodate the growing number of devices online. IP addresses work behind the scenes every time you use the internet. When you type a website address into your browser, your device sends a request to a server using your IP address. The server then knows where to send the information back. This process is similar to sending a letter. You need both a sender and a recipient address. Without an IP address, your device wouldn't be able to communicate with other devices or access online content. Understanding how this system works helps you appreciate the complexity and efficiency of the internet. There are two main versions of IP addresses, IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4 has been around since the early days of the internet and uses a 32-bit address scheme, which allows for about 4.3 billion unique addresses. However, with the explosion of internet-connected devices, IPv4 addresses are running out. That's where IPv6 comes in. IPv6 uses a 128-bit address scheme, providing an almost limitless number of unique addresses. This upgrade ensures that every device, now and in the future, can have its own unique IP address. IP addresses can be categorized as public or private. A public IP address is assigned to your network by your internet service provider, ISP, and is visible to the outside world. This is the address that websites and online services see when you connect to them. Private IP addresses, on the other hand, are used within your home or office network. Devices like your laptop, smartphone, and smart TV each have their own private IP address, but they all share the same public IP when accessing the internet. This system helps conserve address space and adds a layer of security. IP addresses can also be dynamic or static. A dynamic IP address is assigned by your ISP and can change over time, often whenever you reconnect to the internet. This is the most common type for home users. Static IP addresses, however, do not change and are typically used by businesses or for hosting servers. Having a static IP makes it easier to run websites or services that need to be consistently reachable. Both types have their advantages, depending on your needs and how you use the internet. Knowing your IP address can be useful for several reasons. It can help you troubleshoot network issues, set up remote access to your devices, or configure security settings. For example, if you're having trouble connecting to the internet, checking your IP address can help identify where the problem lies. Additionally, some online services require you to know your public IP address for authentication or access. Understanding your IP address empowers you to take control of your online experience and security. Finding your IP address is easier than you might think. For your public IP, you can simply search "What is my IP address?" in any search engine, and the result will display your current public IP. For your private IP, you can check your device's network settings. On Windows, open the command prompt and type ipconfig. On Mac, go to System, Preferences is greater than Network. On smartphones, look in the Wi-Fi settings. Each method gives you a clear view of your device's private IP address. Let's look at an example of an IP address. A typical IPv4 address might look like 192.168.0.1. Each section, separated by dots, ranges from 0 to 255. This structure allows for billions of unique combinations. An IPv6 address, on the other hand, could look like 2001, 0db80, 8503, 0000, 000, 8A2E, 0370, 7334. The longer format ensures we never run out of addresses, even as more devices come online every day. Your IP address can reveal information about your general location and your internet service provider. While it doesn't give away your exact address, it can be used to approximate where you're connecting from. This is why some websites show content tailored to your region. However, It also means that your online activity can be tracked to some extent. Understanding this helps you make informed decisions about your privacy and security online. Geolocation services use your IP address to estimate your physical location. This is how streaming services, online stores, and search engines provide region-specific content. While this can be convenient, it also raises privacy concerns. Some users choose to use VPNs or proxies to mask their real IP address and appear as if they're browsing from a different location. Being aware of how your IP is used for geolocation helps you control your digital footprint. Your IP address is a critical part of your online security. Hackers can sometimes use your IP to attempt unauthorized access to your network or devices. That's why it's important to use strong passwords, enable firewalls, and keep your software updated. If you're concerned about your IP being exposed, consider using a VPN or other security tools to help protect your online identity and data. Many online services use your IP address to manage access and security. For example, some websites restrict content based on your region, while others use your IP to detect suspicious activity. If you travel or use different networks, you might notice some services asking for additional verification. Understanding how your IP interacts with online services can help you troubleshoot access issues and maintain your account security. The format of an IP address is standardized to ensure compatibility across all devices and networks. IPv4 addresses use 4 sets of numbers, each ranging from 0 to 255, separated by dots. IPv6 addresses are longer, using 8 groups of 4 hexadecimal digits separated by colons. This structure allows devices to communicate efficiently and ensures that every device can be uniquely identified on the network. Subnetting is a technique used to divide a large network into smaller, more manageable segments called subnets. This helps improve network performance and security by isolating groups of devices. Each subnet has its own range of IP addresses, making it easier to organize and control traffic within a network. Subnetting is especially important in large organizations or data centers, where efficient network management is crucial. Network address translation, or NAT, allows multiple devices on a local network to share a single public IP address. This is common in homes and offices, where your router assigns private IP addresses to each device and manages communication with the outside world. NAT helps conserve public IP addresses and adds a layer of security by hiding internal network details from external sources. The Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, or DHCP, is responsible for automatically assigning IP addresses to devices on a network. When you connect a new device, DHCP ensures it receives a unique private IP address without manual configuration. This makes network management easier and reduces the risk of address conflicts. DHCP is a standard feature in most routers and is essential for smooth network operation. An IP address conflict occurs when 2 devices on the same network are assigned the same IP address. This can cause connectivity issues and prevent devices from accessing the network properly. Most modern networks use DHCP to avoid conflicts, but manual configuration errors can still happen. If you experience network problems, checking for IP conflicts is a good troubleshooting step. Routers play a key role in managing IP addresses within your home or office network. They assign private IP addresses to each connected device and handle communication with the internet using your public IP address. Routers also provide security features like firewalls and can be configured to control which devices have access to the network. Understanding your router's role helps you manage your network more effectively. Firewalls use IP addresses to control which devices and data packets are allowed to enter or leave your network. By setting rules based on IP addresses, firewalls help protect your devices from unauthorized access and cyber threats. Most routers include built-in firewalls, and you can also use software firewalls on individual devices for added protection. Proper firewall configuration is essential for maintaining a secure network environment. A virtual private network, or VPN, allows you to mask your real IP address by routing your internet traffic through a secure server in another location. This not only protects your privacy, but also enables you to access content that might be restricted in your region. VPNs are widely used for both security and convenience, making them a valuable tool for anyone concerned about online privacy. Proxies act as intermediaries between your device and the internet. When you use a proxy, your requests are sent through the proxy server, which then forwards them to the destination. This can help mask your real IP address and provide additional privacy. Proxies are often used for accessing restricted content, improving security, or managing network traffic in organizations. Remote access tools use IP addresses to connect to devices over the internet. For example, if you want to access your home computer from work, you'll need to know its public IP address and configure your router to allow the connection. Security is crucial when enabling remote access, so always use strong passwords and encryption to protect your devices. Online gaming relies heavily on IP addresses to connect players from around the world. Game servers use your IP to identify your device and manage connections. Sometimes, players experience issues like lag or disconnections due to IP conflicts or network problems. Understanding how IP addresses work in gaming can help you troubleshoot and improve your online experience. When you send an email, your IP address is often included in the email header. This helps email servers route messages correctly and can be used to trace the origin of an email. However, it also means that your general location can sometimes be determined from your emails. Being aware of this can help you make informed decisions about your privacy when communicating online. Streaming services use your IP address to determine what content is available in your region. This is why some shows or movies might not be accessible in certain countries. By using a VPN or proxy, you can sometimes bypass these restrictions and access a wider range of content. However, always check the service's terms of use before doing so. The Internet of Things, or IoT, refers to the growing network of smart devices like thermostats, cameras, and appliances. Each of these devices needs its own IP address to communicate over the Internet. As more devices become connected, the demand for unique IP addresses increases, making IPv6 adoption even more important for the future. Cloud services like file storage, online backups, and web hosting rely on IP addresses to connect users to their data. When you access a cloud service, your device's IP address is used to authenticate your session and route information securely. Understanding this process helps you appreciate the seamless connectivity that cloud services provide. Web hosting services assign unique IP addresses to websites, allowing users to access them from anywhere in the world. Some websites share IP addresses through virtual hosting, while others have dedicated IPs for better performance and security. Knowing your website's IP address can help with troubleshooting and managing your online presence. The Domain Name System, or DNS, translates website names like www.example.com into IP addresses that computers can understand. This process happens instantly every time you visit a website. DNS servers act like phone books for the internet, ensuring that your requests reach the correct destination. Without DNS, browsing the web would be much more complicated. Modern security cameras often use IP technology to stream video over the internet. Each camera is assigned its own IP address, allowing you to view footage remotely from your smartphone or computer. This makes it easier to monitor your property and ensures that your security system is flexible and scalable. Smart home devices like lights, thermostats, and speakers all use IP addresses to communicate with each other and with your smartphone. This connectivity allows you to control your home environment from anywhere, making life more convenient and efficient. As smart homes become more popular, understanding IP addresses becomes even more important. Every smartphone and tablet uses an IP address to connect to the internet, whether through Wi-Fi or cellular data. Mobile networks assign dynamic IP addresses to devices, ensuring efficient use of available resources. Knowing how your mobile device uses IP addresses can help you troubleshoot connectivity issues and manage your data usage. Network printers use IP addresses to allow multiple devices to send print jobs over the network. By assigning a unique IP to each printer, offices and homes can manage printing more efficiently. If you have trouble connecting to a printer, checking its IP address is often the first step in resolving the issue. Smart TVs connect to the internet using IP addresses, allowing you to stream content, browse the web, and use apps. Each TV is assigned a private IP within your home network. If you experience streaming issues, checking your TV's IP address and network settings can help identify the problem. Many routers offer guest networks, which provide visitors with internet access without giving them access to your main network. Guest devices are assigned separate IP addresses, keeping your personal data and devices secure. Setting up a guest network is a simple way to enhance your home or office security. Network monitoring tools use IP addresses to track device, activity, and performance. These tools help identify issues, optimize network traffic, and ensure that all devices are functioning properly. Regular monitoring is especially important in business environments, where network reliability is critical. Securing your network involves managing IP addresses carefully. This includes using strong passwords, enabling encryption, and regularly updating your devices. Restricting access based on IP addresses can also help prevent unauthorized connections. Taking these steps helps protect your data and maintain a safe online environment. Parental control features often use IP addresses to manage which devices can access certain content or websites. By assigning rules to specific IPs, parents can restrict access to inappropriate material and monitor their children's online activity. This helps create a safer online environment for families. As your network grows, managing IP addresses becomes more complex. Adding new devices, expanding office spaces, or integrating new technologies all require careful planning of IP assignments. Using tools like DHCP and subnetting can help keep your network organized and efficient as it scales. Businesses rely on IP addresses to connect employees, manage resources, and secure sensitive data. Proper IP management ensures that all devices can communicate efficiently and that security policies are enforced. In large organizations, dedicated IT teams often oversee IP assignments and network configurations to maintain smooth operations. When network issues arise, checking IP addresses is often the first step in troubleshooting. Tools like ping and traceroute use IP addresses to test connectivity and identify where problems occur. Understanding how to use these tools can help you quickly resolve network issues and restore normal operation. As technology evolves, the role of IP addresses will continue to grow. Emerging trends like smart cities, autonomous vehicles, and advanced robotics all rely on robust IP management. The transition to IPv6 ensures that the internet can support billions of new devices, paving the way for innovation and connectivity on a global scale. In summary, IP addresses are the backbone of internet communication. They enable devices to connect, share information, and access online services securely. From understanding the difference between IPv4 and IPv6 to knowing how to find your own IP, being informed about this technology empowers you to navigate the digital world with confidence. As our reliance on connected devices grows, so does the importance of understanding how IP addresses work. Now that you've learned about IP addresses, you can better manage your devices, protect your privacy, and troubleshoot network issues. Remember, your IP address is a key part of your online identity. By understanding how it works and how to find it, you can take control of your digital life and stay secure in an increasingly connected world.